Some young men come in, hey, you want to date my daughter? I say, I'm glad to hear that. But only one thing I tell you, my daughters have Haitian blood. So you better talk to them and then do what's right, because they're not a men follower. Some girl I see wherever the men go, they go. No, not my daughter. You're not gonna find that. So you have to be a man to get involved with my daughter, because they're not a men follower. So it's a love, not because you say you're gonna marry them and then they become your little slave. It's not gonna happen. I tell him that. And I said, when something good, come back to me.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good because, yeah, that's him. I'm the brother. He has that responsibility. I'll skin you alive.
I want my daughter get married, and then somebody love them. It's like I want you to love your wife. And if you have a problem with your wife, you don't want to me. Your wife have a problem with you, you don't want to your mother and daddy. You two have to sit and solve it. If it get out of hand, you might need counsel. But if you go for counsel first, that counsel probably don't sound right in any of you. Remember you deal with men. Men have their own opinion. But did that opinion gonna make your wife listen? No. But you want the best thing you do when you're two, because it's gonna happen. It happens to everybody. There's some not understanding gonna be light up. If your wife light up, you the one have to have a cup of water in your hand to throw the fire. If you light up too like a gas and match, and then before you know, you two gonna have a set before a judge, get divorced. And then when everything's said and done, both of you gonna say, what happened? We can do better, but it's too late. Yeah. So the Bible says never let the wife, the son lay on your wife. Yes. Because that's what he said, just talk about it. Before y'all go to bed, talk about it. Not in the discussion. And if that woman go too high, you stay low. Let her go down.
But on that point though, are you supposed to wait until you're married to have all this, to learn all this stuff, or should you be doing it beforehand?
You should learn. That's why you should learn them before. If you don't learn them before, how are you gonna know them? No, you should learn them. That's why you learn them first in your own house. If that house is a chaos, yours gonna be the same, because that's why you learn. You learn watch your parents, how they behave, and when you fire up for something, chemistry probably high, and then wife take that you said and then take off with it. It's not good. You stay down, and then he's warm, and he's fired up, and then you quiet. You watch. After he come down, he realize what happened. He gonna come into you to tell you sorry. But if you too far up, everybody defend the right, yeah. And then nothing there has to stop. And I see men coming, and I'm gonna have to do something. They come in and they door, and they can do it. They walk back, and then that life destroyed. They can do it because they're pride. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you have to go down, give your spider your right, and then let them use it. And then later on, they're gonna come back to you and say, what we was talking about, I was wrong, but at that moment nobody wrong.
Yeah. So you should be able to talk about it before going to get counsel. So if you're dating or courting and you can't figure these out, maybe you shouldn't be together.
No, for me, everything can be fixed. Sometimes you can marry with a bad person and you can help. Not because that person bad, that's the way, probably got the wrong training from the family, from friends. But if you become a good environment, that person can change. But if you try to beat that person for who that person is, then you destroy it. Except to help you destroy it. You have to bear for bear. You cannot just say, you're a bad person. One thing, that's the best advice for you too. One thing, never say bad word when we get upset. That's the bad thing you can do. Tell your wife something bad just to make her mad, or wife tell you something bad to make you mad. That's no good. You can fire up, but don't say things bad. Those things never erase. Things you say. They stay there. They eat that person and then sometimes you just say it to make the person mad. You don't even mean it. But for that person, take it far more than you think. That's the best one. You can fire. And sometimes that person, don't touch me, don't do this.